You finish a hard workout, step into the kitchen, and get ready to refuel. You mix up a quick protein shake, take a sip, and it is a chalky, clumpy, unpalatable mess. Building a good post-workout drink requires treating shake construction as a precise mechanical process, rather than a random assembly of ingredients. To do this right, you need basic hardware, a standard countertop blender, and specific software. Today, we are going to run the specific ingredients for a double chocolate peanut butter banana shake. If we follow the formula accurately, the final product will hit strict nutritional metrics, exactly 300 calories and at least 25 grams of protein. A chalky result usually indicates a failure in the order of operations, not the ingredients themselves. Pour exactly 1 cup of your chosen liquid into the blender before adding anything else. The powder should never touch the dry blades at the bottom of the container. Products like Avon More use milk and milk protein to establish a strong protein baseline, alongside stabilizers like carrageenan to keep protein in suspension. Starting with liquid creates a buffer zone, preventing the powder from compressing into a dry, undrinkable mass under the blades. With your liquid buffer established, drop exactly 1 30-gram scoop of chocolate protein powder directly into the center of the liquid. The powder should float on the surface, ready for the heavier ingredients to arrive and push it downward. Securing this specific liquid-to-powder ratio at the bottom of the pitcher is the mechanical prerequisite for all the steps that follow. Step 2 is the core. Instead of a room-temperature banana and ice cubes, use half of a solid frozen banana. This diagram compares the two methods. When you use standard ice cubes, the ice eventually melts down and dilutes the liquid. A frozen solid like a banana creates a stable, homogeneous emulsion, yielding a thick, creamy texture without watering down the final product. If you exclude bananas, achieve the same thickening effect using frozen zucchini or cauliflower rice. Both are flavor neutral. Placing these dense frozen solids directly on top of your powder provides the physical mass required to force the dry ingredients down into the blender's vortex. These core plant ingredients also introduce dietary fiber, which slows down the digestion of the liquid and helps keep you satiated. The frozen core acts as a natural emulsifier, delivering structural thickness and natural sweetness at the same time. Step 3 involves flavor and fat boosters. Spoon in 1 tablespoon of natural peanut butter. The lipids, or fats, in the peanut butter slow the overall digestion rate of the shake even further, providing your muscles with a longer, sustained duration of protein synthesis. Next, add 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. Looking at this ingredient panel for the collective Pro-Yo, commercial brands rely on components like honey and apple extract to naturally enhance their protein bases. Folding these exact natural additives into thinner plant milks will mask any remaining artificial supplement taste. For the final touch, add a single pinch of sea salt. On a chemical level, the sodium actively suppresses the bitterness inherent in the cocoa powder while amplifying the natural sugars in the banana. These boosters are the difference between a utility drink and a craveable meal replacement. Step 4 is the blend. You must start your blender on its lowest possible speed. This prevents air pockets from forming around the blades and stalling the motor. Gradually ramp up to high speed for 30 seconds. You want to see a violent, perfectly centered vortex form in the middle of the liquid. Cut the power. Step 5, the consistency check. Run a spoon through the mixture to verify there are no chunks and no dry powder pockets. If the blades spin without pulling the top layers down, add more liquid in 2-ounce increments. If the result is too thin, add a small amount of chia seeds or ice to tighten the texture. A sustained, perfectly spinning vortex is the physical proof that your ingredient sequence was successful. When you make the final pour, the liquid will fall in a slow, thick cascade that holds its shape inside the glass. We have hit our required metrics. The glass contains exactly 300 calories, broken down into 25 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbohydrates, and 5 grams of fat. This chart highlights the nutritional profiles for commercial ready-to-drink products like Upbeat and Fuel 10K. Checking the protein and sugar columns verifies that our home-built shake meets or exceeds their protein density without relying on excessive added sugars. You can map this exact modular sequence, liquid, protein, fruit, and fat, onto any future flavor profile you decide to build. Physical progression requires daily repetition. Consistency in your training starts with consistency in your nutrition prep. Following this formula ensures every shake you blend